What's up, guys? I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to video 13 in our Pandas tutorial series. So, in this video, we are going to talk about a very interesting and important concept, pertaining to the concept of dealing with data, okay? And we are focusing on one data type, which is the string data type. Because in this video, we are going to talk about string manipulation. Okay, now you may wonder as to why is it am I dedicating an entire video to string manipulation and just the string data type. Now guys, this is because you see, for a very long time, right, Python has been very popular with regards to its data manipulation techniques for strings. Okay, this is because of the ease of access and ease of use of Python for string and text processing. Now, you see, strings are one of the most common data types that's encountered in the real world as well. Okay, and in most situations and in most cases, these strings are not as we require them. Sometimes they are in a different format. Sometimes they are just having characters that need to be cleaned and filtered out before we actually have the string portions that we like. Okay, now you see, what I'd like to just show you, its basic methods. Some I would say are more advanced, but we will go through this together step by step. Okay, so first things first, you guys know Python has several built-in string methods that we can use, and I just want to go over a few of them with you. Okay, so go ahead guys, let's create this string. Let's just call it val. We'll set this to a string of a. So yeah, let's do a b. We'll leave a few spaces and then we'll type Guido. Okay, Guido as in the guy from Cars. I'm not sure if you guys watched that movie, but that is a good movie. Anyway, AB and Guido, that's what we have here. So first things first, the simplest operation that can be performed on this string is merely printing it out to the console for the user to view. Another cool thing that we can do is actually split this string. So val split is equals to val dot split. Now this split method is a string method. We can split the string at a certain character, and if I go ahead and print val split, you guys are going to see we obtained a list and the values have been splitted at the comma. Okay, so one thing to pay attention here, notice that the spaces, the extra white space in Guido, it still shows, okay, because all the string method has merely done, or the split method has merely done, is split it at the comma character. That is fine. Now moving on, let's experiment even more. So let me comment that. What I'd like you to do now is, you see, oftentimes in situations like this where we have trailing white space characters, it is very good practice to split and also strip. So split and strip combined. So these are methods, the split method as well as the strip method. The strip method, as implied, it will strip or trim the white spaces, the trailing and the leading white spaces, okay, including the line breaks, so new lines. So let me show you. Let's set up a list object. This will be a list comprehension. Pieces is equals to x dot strip. So we are stripping x, and what is x? X is actually taking on the position of each value in val split. So x dot strip for x in val split. That's what we have there. Now if I print pieces to the screen, you guys will see it is much more neater. The leading white space from the word Guido has been removed, so that is good. So if you guys notice, this is just us experimenting with string manipulation. Anyway, what I'd like to show you as well. Now you see these substrings that we have here, A, B, and Guido. We can basically concatenate them together with a 2:, delimiter. And this can be done using simple addition technique. So what I'd like to do is I want to set up these variables. First, second, third is equals to pieces. So if you have not known, this is something that you now know. Okay, unpacking of sequences are allowed in a single line, okay, according or assigned to multiple variables. Now print first, print second, print third. That is what we have, and we will see A, B, Guido. So the pieces list has been unpacked into these variables, first, second, and third. Now that is fine, that is all good and done. Now I want to show you concatenation. So string concatenated, so I spelled that wrong. Yeah, the string concatenated is going to be first plus, and we said a double colon, plus second plus colon plus third. And now when I do print string concatenated, you guys see this is what we obtained. So that is excellent. Now the kind of Boolean operations that can be performed are ones that we have encountered before. So what I'd like to show you is basically, you see guys, we had the list. So pieces, before I actually show you the Boolean methods, we have this list. This is the output we received from the manual concatenation. Now just to bring it to your attention, there's a method that exists. It's called the join method, and we can basically use the join method to kind of join multiple string values together. So we have the list, which is basically, so let's say joined string is equals to, what we are going to do is we taking colons, okay, and we joining each value inside the sequence. So this, now what you can pass to the join method is an iterable, a tuple, another string, or a list, or so on. So we have this list called pieces, and pieces contains of 3 values or elements. And essentially what's going to happen is element 1 is going to be taken, it's going to be joined with a double colon. Next, element 2 will be taken, joined with a double colon. Last but not least, element 3 and a double colon. Let me show you the output of the string. So print joined string, and that is what we obtained. So it is the same, preference is all yours. If you'd like to do a manual concatenation, go ahead. If you want to use the join method, go ahead. So that's fine. What I'd like to show you now are those booleans that I spoke about earlier. So it is easy, guys. All we need to do is, so let me show you. We have val up here. Val is a string. So what I can do is I can just check to see if a certain substring is in the main string. So just to pull val up to the screen for you, this is val. Val contains the word or the text Guido. So what I can do is print Guido in val. Is the substring Guido in the main string of value? When I run this, we see true. And indeed, guys, there's the 5 letters here in the main string, and these are the letters we are searching for. Now what we can do as well is you can also do print, let's do D not in val, and as you see, we see false. Now that is because D is in val, the D as in the D that's found in Guido. It is present, the character D is present in the main string. That's why not in will return a false, because it is true. So print, let's do z in val, and there we shall see false. Z is not in the main string. That accounts for what we see as the Boolean results. So that is fine. Now, what else you may be asking can we do? So, you know, a string in Python is actually considered to be, a sequence, and because of the fact that it is a sequence, we can actually index the sequence. You can index and slice. So I'll just demonstrate really quickly. That is val. Now we shall do. So let's see here. I have no clue why this error showed up. Anyway, we'll do print val. Next we'll do val of 0, and as expected, A is the first character in the sequence string. What we can do is val, and let's slice. So from 1 till the end of the string, we omit the A. What I can do is print val of -1. I should get returned with O. Excellent, that's what we get. What I can do as well is val. Now you see, since we have basically every character has an index, and therefore we can map every index back to a character. So let me show you how you can get the how you can get the index of a certain character. So let me show you. What we'll do is val. So let me comment those other print statements. Val dot index. We use the index method, and you basically provide the string that you'd like to index. So let's search for the letter B. Okay, so the letter B, it is found at index position 2. 0 is A, the comma is at position 1, and then B is at 2, which accounts for what we see there. So let me do another one. Print val.index. Let's index the comma. Let's find the position of the comma. As you see, it returns 1. Now, despite there being various commas in the original string, it is good to know that the index method will provide you with the index position of the first substring that matches your search. In this case, the first comma was encountered at position number 1, which accounts for 1 being printed to the screen. So that's good. Now, you may sometimes you may be required to search for a certain kind of string in the main string. So you may search for a substring in the main string, and you may want to find the string itself. So let me show you what I mean. So print val.find, and now basically we have the ability to search for the string. Now essentially what I should mention to you, this is going to return the index as well, right? But now the thing is, the difference between the index method and the find method is that the index method will raise an exception if the string is not found, if the string is not present in the main string. Okay, the index method is going to return an exception, and the find method, as you will see. So we are finding the letter or the character Z, okay, in the main string, and we see -1. Now that tells us that's basically a false. It's kind of telling us, you know what, it's not there, I cannot find it. That's the find method. Now I want to show you guys with print val dot index, and we are indexing Z. Now you guys see we get an error. The index method gives us an error, an exception, when a certain string cannot be found, and the find method will give us a -1. Now let me show you find method with A. You are probably wondering, and as I mentioned, just to reiterate, it works the same as the index method, guys. So that is good. Feel free to use any one that you like. What I'd like to show you now is basically how we can replace a certain substring in the main string. So val is our main string, that's what we have here. What if I wanted to replace the commas with colons, with double colons? Well, all I do is print val.replace, and I'd pass what I want to replace. So the old character or string that I want to replace the comma, and then the new, I want to replace it with double colons. So as you see, val.replace, we are replacing the main string, the commas, with double colons. That is what we observe. So that is cool. Now, moving on, what I also can do is just to show you that you have the ability to also replace values with nothing, okay, a blank string. So val.replace, I'm basically telling Python that I want to remove the commas from the original string, and that is what we see. A and B kind of get concatenated together because the comma has been removed from them. So that's fine. Now, I would like to just mention to you there are several methods that exist for strings. I cannot go through all in one video, that will take a long time, but just to provide you with the name of some of the methods, we have count, we have ends with, and because we have ends with, we have starts with. So these names of the methods, count is going to return to you the number of non-overlapping occurrences of the substring in the string, in the main string. Ends with is going to return a boolean true if the string ends with the string that you provide to this method. Starts with will do the same, but only if the string starts with a certain substring that you provide. Then we have the join, which we have seen in action. You have index, you have find, you have rfind, you have replace. I spelled replace wrong, that's fine. Anyway, we have strip, you have, rs r strip, you have l strip, you have split, which we saw in action. You can also do a lower. Lower is a very common one. I will demonstrate for you. Upper as well. Essentially what lower does is it will convert the string into a lowercase string, and upper will convert all characters to uppercase. That's fine. You also have l just and r just. So that's fine. Now, just to demonstrate for learning purposes, let's do val. That is the original that we had. I want to do val dot upper, and you guys are going to see everything gets transformed into uppercase. So the string itself is already in lowercase, so calling val.lower is not going to allow us to see any changes. But just for demonstration purposes, if I have a b c d e f g h I j k l, and if I do well, that string dot lower, I want you guys to see the output. So it's basically the exact same string, but everything becomes a lowercase character. So that is fine. So this video has been one that is really very interesting. We have covered a good amount of concepts pertaining to string manipulation, and having access and insight into these kinds of methods, it's greatly going to boost the way in which you handle your data, guys. So with that, I would like to end the video here. We have done quite a bit of interesting concepts in this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. Good luck with your work, and I will see you in the next YouTube video.